Hey everyone, Ben here and welcome to Motivation to Invest. In this video, I'm going to be diving into a company which has been dubbed the Amazon of South Korea, and the IPO is happening very, very soon. In fact, the IPO probably would have happened by the time this video goes out. Now, I previously did a video on Coupang, this e-commerce leader in South Korea. They're backed by SoftBank, they're backed by Sequoia Capital, and even the great Bill Ackman invested into Coupang in its early days. So in my previous video, I did all the qualitative stuff. I looked at the management, I looked at the business model, I looked at their amazing customer service. But in this video, I'm going to actually dive into the cold hard numbers. I'm going to give you guys a valuation and some buy points for this stock. So this is going to be a short video, probably not as inspiring, but we'll give you those cold hard numbers so you guys can make some great investment decisions. Because the IPO market has changed even since a few weeks ago. So a few weeks ago, we all remember it was SPACMANIA, SPACs left, right and center. Every SPAC which went public was popping up by 40-50%. For those that don't know what a SPAC is, it basically stands for a special purpose acquisition company. So they were like the new IPO. We had Airbnb IPO at record breaking levels. But then interest rates started to rise, bond yields started to rise, investors realized there's other places to put their money, not just in stocks. So a lot of investors pulled out of a lot of stocks, went into bonds, and thus that caused a decline in many tech and growth stocks. Now, I also did a video on this and the full reasons why in the description below. So it's clear the IPO market has changed. So it'll be very interesting to see how this will affect Coupang's IPO. Because a few weeks back, I would have said this would have been the biggest IPO of the year, no doubt about it. But now things have changed. So let's see what happens with this IPO. But before we dive right in, if you're new around here, feel free to join the investing family by hitting that subscribe button and turning that notification bell on. And if you do find any value in this video at all, feel free to give it an early thumbs up. That helps out tremendously with the channel. If you do want to know in real time exactly which stocks I'm buying, selling, and access my entire portfolio, then feel free to check out that first link in the description below for the VIP membership group. With that being said, let's not waste any more time and let's get into it. So SoftBank-backed Coupang aims to deliver mammoth US IPO at over $50 billion valuation. So a crazy sort of valuation for this company. Now, I've got this full valuation model here. So the original template of this was created by a valuation professor at New York University. So I've plugged in all my numbers. I've been really sort of quite conservative with the company. So I've looked at revenue growth next year at 38%. Previously, the revenue growth has been around 90%, I believe. So the company has of course benefited from this whole global issue. The company's also vertically integrated, so they have a variety of distribution centers across the country, and the compound annual growth rate I predicted for the next 2 to 5 years is 19%. So I've got this table first, and it basically is comparing Coupang to many of its competitors. So I've created this here, and I'm comparing Coupang in terms of price to sales and in terms of enterprise value to gross profit. So we've got Coupang, we've got Pinduoduo, which is a Chinese e-commerce company, very interesting company. I've done plenty of videos on that company. We've got Mercari, which is basically a Japanese e-commerce. We've got Rakuten, which is a Japanese e-commerce. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, though. We've got Amazon, which is e-commerce, but they also have their cloud computing business. So I've computed all the numbers here. And basically what we can see is the median, which is what you should use rather than the average when computing these figures, is actually 15.5. And Coupang is expected to go public at $59 billion market cap, which is a 19.3 EV to GP. Now, so basically that means comparing Coupang to many players in the e-commerce industry, it's a little bit overvalued, but not massively overvalued at these levels. So the company is expected to go public during its IPO at a share price between $27 and $30 per share. So this is approximately a $51 billion market cap. But here's the strange thing, this could be a red flag for Coupang. So just before the company actually went public and it was deciding what price to go public at, this is usually advised by venture capitalists. They price the market. They basically check the temperature of the market. Is it hot right now? If it's hot, let's go IPO at a higher valuation. So when the market was really hot a few months back, Coupang decided to increase the size of its valuation. So they were originally planning to go public at around $30 billion, and this would have been a share price of around $17. And then they've now near enough doubled that to a $59 billion potential valuation and a share price of up to $35 per share. So that is a real red flag, and we do need to be aware of that if we're deciding on investing into this company. I've got a few different valuations here which I've done. According to my valuation model, the value of the company is $8 per share. Now, we know the company is going public between $27 and $30 per share. However, another valuation which I've done, which I've looked at sort of different metrics, I've came up with a share price of $35 per share. So basically anything less than $35 per share could be a good buy point for Coupang stock to potentially open a small position. Now, if the stock was between $17 and $20, which would have been the original valuation of $30 billion, which is what I think is actually the true value of the company, and they just increased this because they saw the market was hot. Then basically if it dropped to those levels around $17 to $20, then I would load up the truck at those levels. So that would be my load up position. My valuation model, if it reached those levels of $8 per share, which I don't think it will, but anything can happen in the market, then I would load up at those levels also. 3 buy points there. Basically anything less than $35 is what you want to be looking for. The stock could pop $40, $50, $60. I personally won't be chasing the stock, even though I do like the company a lot. I love the company. If you check out my previous video, I'm extremely bullish on Coupang. But given the market conditions we're in now, there are plenty of opportunities in the tech market, in the IPO market, in the SPAC market. Many stocks have had declines, thus I see plenty of opportunities and no reason to overpay for a stock just to get that yield. So let's dive into a few of the risks for the company. The risk is the Korean e-commerce market may end up like Japan. So Japan has an e-commerce market and it's very fragmented. So that is a risk for the company. Whereas in the US, we've got Amazon, which is a dominant market leader. Amazon also has their cloud services business, which I believe makes up the majority of their profits. Don't quote me on this, guys. Feel free to double check that statistic, but I believe that does make up a large portion of their actual profits, and Coupang doesn't have this. So you can't really compare these companies like for like. I consider this company closer to Pinduoduo, which is this Chinese e-commerce company. The company's still burning cash, it's unprofitable, however its margins are improving, and I've gave the company improving margins over time in my valuation model. Coupang, despite what many people think, doesn't actually fully dominate the e-commerce market. They do have around 13% market share based on transaction value, but not really fully dominant like Amazon. For example, eBay Korea, which is their competitor, has around 12% market share, so it's only slightly more market share than eBay Korea. However, I do believe Coupang has 10 times better customer service. Like, this is the type of company, you can order something in the evening and it'll be with you by the morning. You can order breakfast, you can order fresh fruit, you can even order a birthday cake to be with you the next morning. So, and the personal service of Coupang, I think, is exceptional. And if they can keep scaling that up, I think that will be exceptional, because I think customer service has really gone down the drain recently, especially that personal touch, and Coupang is bringing that back. A few of my thoughts at the moment. I hope you guys like this video. Feel free to watch my previous video, diving into it a lot more deeper in terms of the qualitative side, so really looking at the business model, the customer service, and all those different factors of the business. So I highly recommend you watch that video in the description below. It's a lot more bullish than this video, but I think weighing up both videos can give you some perspective on the stock. And if you did find some value in this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. That helps out tremendously with the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, feel free to join the investing family by hitting that subscribe button, turning that notification bell on. And if you do want to access in real time exactly which stocks I'm buying, selling, and my entire portfolio, and join a thriving community of some of the finest people on the internet, then feel free to check out that first link in the description below for the VIP membership group. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an incredible day. I wish you all luck in the markets, and I'll see you in my next video. Invest safe.